actually remembered to hit the record button this time tonight. Here we go. So I have recently, well, no, not recently. I watched videos from Tale Foundry, which I will link to their channel below in the description, and they did a series about world building or some such along those lines, and they introduced a website called World Anvil, which I have right here on display for you guys. Ta-da! In fact, let me make that bigger. Boo! See, all nice and pretty. And World Anvil, I have become obsessed with it, actually. The best way I can describe it is that if you are a world builder or a writer that's into world building like I am, like I could literally go on for hours just designing different worlds that I have in my head, and with such resources out there like Asgard's fantasy map generator, Illwinter's floor plan generator, and then of course we have World Anvil here. I could design so many worlds and being a person that likes to write, I could write the character. I could spend all my life just writing the characters of these worlds. So here's the first page for World Anvil. I will have them linked down below, and I'm not going to lie, the link supplied below is an affiliate link, which means if you like what you see and you want to become what they call a guild member, like I have, I get a certain percentage if you do so by clicking the link below. So yeah, any little bit helps, of course. So you can create a free account, but there are, of course, limitations, and it's understandable why there's limitations, because this whole setup is run by a handful of people, and the best way I can describe how it all looks is that you're essentially it's almost like having a Wikipedia page for your worlds right there. Like I will let me pull up what I've done for, say, what I began to do actually for my Eshedale series. Alright, so let me fix this. We'll do stop screen, share. Ta-da! And there she blows. This is what I've done so far. Different tiers of different memberships have different benefits and such. I'll show you all that stuff in a little bit. This banner here I created using the using my cover for Breaking the Covenant, and that my friend Cass designed for me. And here we have, big old letters here, Eshedale series, constant work in progress. Why? Because the entire series has not been finished yet. I'm still working on it. Breaking the Covenant, of course, is my first one, and by far the one that I've been talking about the most, because I really want to get it published. I was almost there at one point, and then I was like, you know what, I could do so much better. So that's where I'm at right now. But here, check this out. I can have them all in books right here on the front page. And then down here, you have the World Codex, which is links. Alright, here I have a map of Eshedale, which I made using Asgard's fantasy map generator. You have the timelines that you can do here. So you click on this, and you're supposed to have like, you know, timelines here, but I haven't finished filling that out yet. So you go here, you can go back to the first page, and you have, you know, like historical figures and places. I don't have it finished yet though. Reason why is because I don't really want to give away everything that happens in the series. So what I plan to do here is that in Breaking the Covenant, anyone that's read it, they've already known at least one character in particular who has passed away. So she would be considered under the historical figures and places. Then you have, I have the government here, and here's the Covenant page, which goes into talking about the Covenant, and then you got the Covenant Council listed here. You can go back to the home page. Oh, and if you saw something about the Mark of the Covenant, I'm not going to show you all that yet either. There are a lot of updates that I have done to the story that I need to get posted up back on Wattpad. They're not posted here yet, but I do have a lot of changes that I need to post on Wattpad. Anyway, continuing on. You have places. And then right here is the downtown district. And I have not finished this up entirely yet, but you know, I have the list of the capitals, smaller towns, popular schools. Okay. Over here on the side, you will have you can have characters in the location, which would be any characters that you say are in the downtown district. So like William, for example, one of the main characters out of my story, he would be considered a character in this location. Down here we have one of the towns right here, or the capital, I'm sorry. And see, you just basically, you know, type in your description, and you see what I mean by how it kind of makes me think of Wikipedia in a way. You know, and then down here you have articles under this particular category or particular article, and that's here. I have not finished this yet, which is why it has the ominous "to be continued." What I might end up doing is not finishing all of this until after I get about into the third book, and then I'll start working on, you know, filling it out some more. So right now it's just filled with the bare minimum. Anyway, you can have a spot for, you know, special items that you create. The items could be anything from like any special metals. Like my story, I had special metals, energy sources, such as, you know, things like that. If people have remember reading some of it. Here are factions, and then we have species. Boom. I'm going to fix that because I don't like having it here when you can list it all right here. So I have my spellcasters here, the Eshedale there, vampires there, werewolves there. Now what happens when you click on vampire? The reason why I did not include just calling it the Constanescu clan is because in my opinion, there's going to be different clans, different families of vampires. But not necessarily in the Eshedale series. But if you look up top here, where it says origin and ancestry, I have given them an origin. So that should give you a clue that sometime in the future, there's going to be another place to be linking that will talk about vampires also, as well as the Constanescu clan and everything else. Yes, my vampires are loosely based off of Vampire the Masquerade. So you'll probably recognize some of these right here. Then you had the fledgling vampires down here. Going back, and see, that's why I don't like it like that. Go back to species. Werewolves. And I gave a little bit of a sneak peek here of the origins of the werewolf clan and how they came to be in Eshedale there. You click here and you have the story. Yeah, well, not in full story, but a little blurb here about the clan. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. I'm still learning Gaelic, okay? So just bear with me. Then you have the hierarchy here. And there are different forms when they shift. And of course you have I plan on making up some pack laws. And down here you have the Unbreakable 3 pack laws. Which I might change later on. I'm not gonna lie, I have not fully finished this, fleshing everything out, because when I decided to check out World Anvil finally, as soon as I realized what World Anvil was about and what could be done with it, I hopped on board with the guild membership, and I reached out to them and asked them if I could be an affiliate of theirs, because this is just totally right up my alley. You know, I can have my stories posted up here, and I can have the world information down here. And the cool thing about the stories is that when you click on them, here they are. And of course, here would be the prologue. Not fair, I have to log in to do that. And I don't really want to log in because I don't want to give you guys any spoilers. Oh no, okay. I forgot, this is one downside. On Wattpad, just because I mark it as mature, apparently it doesn't matter whether it's marked as mature or not, you can still see it, even if you're not logged in. It just has the warning, hey, author has marked this for mature audiences. Whereas in World Anvil here, because I marked it as having adult content, which, I mean, not all the chapters do. Again, those of you who have read parts of Breaking the Covenant will already know. But I'm the kind of person that is, you know, well, just in case, you know, because there's all kinds of crazy people out there that'll get offended about you not marking it as adult content when it really doesn't seem to be. Everybody has a different opinion on what is considered adult content, so I just play it safe, you know. But essentially what will end up happening is that when you click on the book and you're able to see the prologue, for example, what I am allowed to do also is that I can link from the prologue to an article here in case anybody wants to look it up to see what see what's being talked about. I'm sorry, I'm trying to eat a little dinner too. So what I can do is, for example, when you guys first meet Chloe in the prologue, I could have it linked to her article here, and this pops up. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, moving on. I don't want to give away too much of Chloe's backstory there because, like I said, I've had to do a lot of editing to Breaking the Covenant. Anyway, when you click on the map, woo, doesn't it look so pretty? You can zoom out and you can click on this here and it'll take you straight to the article. Of course, some people just hit the back browser and you're back to it again. Unless the article is marked as private. Like this one is marked as private. So, sorry. Anyway, so I've shown you the plus side. You know, I've shown you what I've done with the Eshedale series on World Anvil. And I'm obviously talking it up, so that means, yes, I do enjoy it. So, that being said, I will show you, I will go back to the actual website. So we will do stop screen, share screen. Ooh, application went, no. There we are, and we are back. Isn't it pretty? So, as I was saying, people use it for role play. You got me, writers. There's also just people who want to be creative, like, you know, pure world builder, graphic artists, game developers, illustrators, that sort of thing. Here we have tabletop RPG for game masters. Over here, for a role player, you can create a character that interacts with these worlds that people have created. Now, I haven't done that yet because I'm trying to stay focused on my writing, but it sounds like something that would be fun. So for me, again, you can just create your free account and go from there, or hop under pricing here, and at a glance, all tiers of the guild gives you access to the following features and some perks. You can they have a Discord, which is really fun. Everybody there tries to help everybody. Fellow users help other users. You have other people from different areas of expertise, for example, that can also be there to help you out and that kind of thing. The admins, Janet and Demetrius, I believe, they are awesome. Ademo, I think that's how you pronounce their name. They're really cool to talk to. Also, they helped me out a couple times with figuring out how things worked on the Discord server. And what you do is that when you sign up to get on their Discord, is you match up. I think it's what's called. You match up your account with the Discord. Anyway, one of those. So here is the pricing. You can go monthly, 3 months, 6 months, or yearly. I went monthly. Okay, so Freeman Worldsmith. That is the freebie account. You get 100 megabytes for storage. You can create up to 2 worlds. You cannot have any fellow co-owners, editors, or writers, which means you can't share your account with anybody else. You don't get subscribers, which I forget how the subscribers thing works, so we'll allow you to choose specific people or groups of people who can otherwise see private content. So you can actually use this for, say, like in a partnership with Patreon, by allowing only your Patreon subscribers be able to see the content that you put on there. So that's pretty cool. But again, under the Freeman Worldsmith, you don't get that. For articles, you noticed over here, everybody has unlimited. Under the free account, you only have 175 articles. For draft articles, which are articles that you just started and you haven't published yet, you're only allowed to have 20. I have not really messed with any map layers. Article templates, they're given. Everything's a given there. Timelines also. Private worlds and articles. Those are the articles that you can list as private. Can't give anybody access to unless you want them to. On your world homepage, you are able to control elements will appear, which are the elements that will appear. Here you have it basic, so I'm guessing it's not a whole lot. I'm not sure. Others have advanced, so if you're, I guess, really good with CSS coding or HTML coding, I'm sure you guys can do some things. Super, I think, is like everything. I haven't really fully customized mine, as you saw, except for the banner. So I might try doing this sometime. Who knows? I'm not sure what the notes and secrets are, but I don't use those either. Oh my, you can set yourself a word count goal and smash it. I like that. I really like that. Alright. Here's the other part. If you go for the freebie one, you'll have to deal with ads, which, you know, that's everywhere. Yep, right here, CSS personalization. You can make yourself a to-do list. So you can see there is a lot of fun stuff down here. Alright. One of the newest things, as you can tell by this big red button that says new, is that you can make family trees. I have not done this yet. I have not had a reason to do this yet. But just give me some time and I will have a reason to do this. It'll be fun. So you can see that there is a lot of features that you don't get when you're on the Freeman account. So then you have the next one up from Freeman is Journeyman. It's $4.50 a month, or again, you can always go yearly if you want, which that would put it at $40. You go from 100 megabytes to 1 gigabyte. You go from only being able to do 2 worlds to doing 5. You get co-owners. You can have up to 2 for co-owners, editors, and a writer and writers. You can have up to 5 subscribers. But here's the fun part. You can have unlimited articles. And I love that. I love having unlimited articles because I never know how many articles I'm going to have. Excuse me. I can already tell you that I've surpassed that. I've already surpassed the 175. I'm pretty sure I have. After Journeyman, you have Master, which is $58 a year. And then you have Grandmaster, which is what I signed up for. Coming in at a healthy $105 a year. Oh, and look at this. You can use Critical Role here, and you get 20% off any 6-month and 12-month memberships. That is awesome. Okay, that is pretty cool. So anyway, again, as I said, let me take a drink. If you can't do it yearly, that is perfectly fine. I personally signed up for the Grandmaster once monthly account, which is $12 a month, and I have 5 gigabytes of space for storage, unlimited worlds. Like I said, this could be a problem. I can have up to 9 co-owners, editors, or writers. For subscribers, I can have up to 20 unlimited articles. Again, this is going to be fun. And same thing with draft articles, which is very useful if you're writing an article and you don't want to publish it yet. So just keep that in mind. I am so sorry for all this coughing. I'm losing my mind. But I wanted to do this video because I was excited about it when I first jumped into it. I got excited. And no, this is not done to be an ad. This is done because those of you that know me, if there's something that I like, I will talk about it. And I don't care who I will talk about it with. I will just talk and talk and talk about it, and I will praise to the sun with it, you know, that kind of thing. And this is one of those things. I love World Anvil and what they're doing. Now, aside from the 4 here that you can apply to get on, they have others down here. For example, Sage Worldsmith. Become a Sage. Are you an author, publisher, streamer, or artist looking for a way to increase your revenue? Make money from your world building. You get everything on the Grandmaster tier, plus you can have up to 1,000 subscribers. You can get custom article URLs. You can have 20 authors. Password protected articles even. Quick Patreon supporters, import and management. That's awesome. Custom world URL. That's awesome. At a 6-month value, it is $175. Yearly, it's $300. I would love to work myself up to this part. Everybody knows this here is enough to lure me in. I would love to have the custom URL. And see, that's the other thing. You can find World Anvil on YouTube with their tutorial videos, going over everything. What I will try to do in the future, when I am more prepared, is I will create a, what you would call a dummy world, so to speak. You don't see it, but I'm doing the quotation marks as I'm speaking about it. And I can show you guys what I've learned so far with it. And I will probably do a live stream for that. So this video mostly is just to let you guys know about World Anvil and sing its praises, so to speak. I had planned on doing this video well before I emailed them about getting an affiliate link. It's just that when I, when I thought about it, I was like, you know what, that would be kind of cool if I could, maybe they might, because I'm a small person. I'm not like big, huge like other people that have their videos. I didn't ask for like a special code or anything because I'm not that big of an influence for people. But this was exciting for me to get an affiliate link with, because it's the first affiliate link that I've been with, aside from Am Writing Fantasy, that is directed towards content that I like, that I want to make about and share with everybody else. So, okay, enough of that awkwardness. So yeah, anyway, yeah. Welcome to where I've been hanging out at for a couple of weeks now. It's very fun to do when you're stuck in quarantine. And one of my favorite things about these articles that I'm doing is that it helps me build more on my story. And I believe it was Ross from Kingo that said I'm what he would call a discovery writer, because of the fact that I will write a story and then I'll go back into it and make it better by various discoveries that I make through writing it. And that's just the way I am. I don't think I'm ever going to change that, because I don't know. To me, it just seems like it seems nice to have that first stepping stone, and then you start peeking into the doors, you know? Yeah, that first entrance into the world that you're creating, and then you start going, okay, what's behind door number 1? Well, what's behind door over here? And you just turn it into a whole exploration thing. And the only downside to it is that when you're writing a story involving it, it makes you do a lot of re-editing. But you know what? It's fun. And as long as it's fun, I'm having fun. So, if this sounds like something that's up your alley, I highly recommend that you check it out. I would love for you guys to check it out using my affiliate link below in the description. That'd be great. Thank you. And moving on to, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. There is another thing I want to bring up. Waiting for the chance to do it. Alright. Share screen again. Thought I would forget, didn't ya? This is just a reminder that the Great Order, which is a Star Wars fan group that I'm part of, is still having their CDP Covid-19 Response Fund fundraiser. You can go to grayistheway.com and look at all the fun stuff they have here. We got t-shirts, hoodies, beanies, and trucker caps. And of course, there's going to be a lot more. So yeah, I'll have the link to that down in the description also. Yeah, gray is the way, so say we all.